But
Queen wasn't any good anymore on river, though.
What?
Queen wasn't any good anymore.
But he could have caught another 10 going on the river.
He would have made it straight otherwise. If the queen would have hit. You needed a jack to make it worse.
10 or a club as well would have done it.
He was going home with it.
He bets. I shove.
Yeah.
If I just call pre-flop and check shove, you probably have to fold.
I check the flop. What do you do then?
Shove the turn.
Then I call.
Oh, no, you had a pair on the turn. You probably would have checked the turn.
Then I bump the turn.
I played that board.
Small bet.
500. Already.
I love Dan
What
Shack.
value?
His comment at the end
Much
of
was
it.
your all-in for?
I played that hand badly.
Much was the all-in for?
You
3.8.
mean opening under the gun with queen 10 suited and then 4-bet shoving all in? Wasn't a great play.
How much you have now, Dan?
About $1 million, I think.
And what a turn of events. I mean, Dan Shack
Right around.
had Jack 9 versus Kenny Hollert's Queen Jack on a Jack 9
What?
board.
13 also.
He didn't double up on that hand, but ends up losing the majority of his chips with Queen 10. Someone on Star says, isn't Shaq one of the most entertaining players in every high roller? He certainly is. I mean, I like the guy. Very entertaining guy. And he's had some deep runs in these high rollers.
It's $1 million, right?
Yeah, right around
1.1.
And there's the call. Jack 9 suited versus 4s.
What?
I had 3. Being better here.
Have not been winning.
Now our graphic says 2 million, but you heard them say it was 1 million. So we'll make sure we get the exact number here. Kind of cool there. Nick Petrangelo versus Dan Shack. And
Needed last hand.
there you go. How about the Stones? Oh, another 10 or a 4. No. And Dan Shack just like that.
Empty pot.
Good game, guys. Good luck.
See you later, Sam.
Thank you.
You know, about 45 minutes ago, he said, I kind of feel like I won already.
That's a signature move.
Signature move.
He got class earlier.
I know. That was
That one.
absurd.
Oh,
This was a lot better, obviously.
40 players remain. But about 45 minutes ago, Dan Shack mentioned, he said, you know, I'm only in for one bullet. I kind of feel like I'm free rolling. Like, it's okay now, even if I get knocked out. And I feel like once he said that, I don't know, maybe he put it out
Then
there.
I played some weird
C5
spots in our times.
5 and 7.
me too. Me too for
I
sure.
tried to run some absurd bluff on him. It's the first and last time. Hilarious hand. Very funny hand.
Yeah, you heard Shaq say, I had a good feeling, and it certainly looked that way on that flop. King 9, sorry, with 2 clubs. Flops a gutter with the flush draw and the overcard.
One big blind.
But all he can make is a pair of 10s. And Dom's Jacks hold up. 2017 World Series of Poker Europe continues. Nick raising in the hijack with 5-4 suited. Kenny Hollart with ace-jack. Hard to imagine him folding this. He changes gears well,
Did you
though.
play around?
Like 9.5.
Thank you.
Nick also in there with his second bullet. We saw him get eliminated last night. Ramos is going to call as well, the Brazilian. Tosses his chips in the pot. We'll see this one 3 ways. And the original Razor outflops them all with a pair of 4s. Kenny puts a bet out there. In position. Ramos folds. And action on
No, this is mine.
Nick.
Yeah, this is mine.
It's 425.
It's kind of an interesting raise. He's out of position. I think there's a reasonable chance that he thinks his hand is the best. So this raise actually serves a couple of purposes. And I've talked to some good players about this play. Serves a couple of purposes. He can get some better hands to fold. The bet also serves as kind of a protection bet, an equity protection bet, because calling this, there's a lot of turn cards he's just not going to like. And frankly, unless Kenny has a queen or better, or a diamond draw, it's going to be really, really
some
difficult
Twitch
for him
of
to continue on.
Poker Room Kings. Twitch Poker or WSOP.com as well, I think.
Looks like Gus Hansen is joining us. The Great Dane. Things just got a little bit more interesting.
I'm 25 good.
The World Series of Poker doesn't get any better than this. The one drop, high roller. Nick's starting to put some chips together. He's got about 10 million.
Yep, lesson. Just sits down and immediately picks up ace-king. Unfortunately for him,
He is outflopped by the big blind, Alexander,
thank you.
with top pair and a gut shot.
They changed us. What's up, Happy Van Winkle? How are you, my man? Nick raises under the gun with ace-10 offsuit. You'll notice on the left side of your screen, not there anymore, but Timothy Adams also at this table now. Dominic never folding this hand in the big blind. Makes the call. Dominic calls here. Nick might have checked the turn back, depending on what it was, but he's not checking this one back. And Dom's gonna let that one go.